Hi, this is the video review for AP U.S. History, going over 1950s and the space race. You know who Gandhi was and who he was a big influence for. You need to know what sit-ins were. You know who James Earl Ray was. That's the guy that killed Martin Luther King Jr. You need to know what religion Malcolm X was and how he became famous. You know about the Brown versus Board of Education case and what it allowed for. You know what McCarthyism was. You know what the definition of civil rights are. You know who designed this interstate highway system. You need to know who Yuri Gagarin was, and he was the first man in space. You need to know what the space race was. You need to know what Star Wars was. That's Roosevelt's missile defense system. You need to know about the U-2 incident. You need to know what an ICBM is. You need to know what Sputnik is. You know who the first man on the moon was. You need to know what the Hollywood 10 were famous for. You need to know what civil rights definition is. You know what made Jackie Robinson famous and what team he played for. You need to know what the arms race was. You need to know about the Korean War. You need to know about China and how it went communist and how it made Truman look bad. You need to know what Eisenhower did to help end the war sooner. You need to know about the Hussein Peninsula and how it was, how far back people got pushed. You need to know about which side we were on, which side the USSR was on, which side was communist, which side was capitalist. You need to know about the Incheon landing, what MacArthur got fired over, the 38th parallel, and what it has to do with any of this. You need to know about the containment theory. We needed to contain communism because of the domino effect. You need to know that Truman was one of the reasons why we did not use nuclear bombs. You need to know about the following things: satellite states, the Cold War, partitioning, the domino effect, the Marshall Plan, NATO, Joe McCarthy, what it means to be blacklisted, the House Un-American Activities Committee, and Harry Truman. You also need to know what these people or events were famous for: Jackie Robinson, Emmett Till, Earl Warren, Rosa Parks, the interstate highway system, Eisenhower inventing that little interstate highway system, Little Rock Nine, Orville Phoebus, and need to know who Martin Luther King Jr. was, which I would have hoped you'd known before we started this. You need to know that Malcolm X was a member of the Nation of Islam. You need to know that Hoover was the head of the FBI during McCarthyism. You need to know what the Rosenbergs did and why they were executed. You need to know what city Rosa Parks was arrested in. That's Montgomery. And you need to know that Eisenhower sent the National Guard to guard black students in Little Rock, Arkansas. Study both your space race WebQuest and your notes, and you'll have everything you need for this quiz.